Hello and welcome to the Centre for Research Excellence in Preconception and Pregnancy. This is where you'll find all of the information regarding living healthily at those life stages. My name is Elaine Miller and I'm a physiotherapist and comedian, which is an unusual skill mix, and it means that if I tell you a fart joke, I will also explain the science behind the fart to make it extra interesting. I specialise in women's health, so most of my clinical load is to do with ladies who are experiencing incontinence or who have prolapse or any other failing of the pelvic floor. And that's why I'm so interested to see the work that they're doing at CRE HiPP, because there are many common parallels between talking about bodies which leak as well as bodies which are larger. I have a personal interest as well, though, because I'm a typical example of a woman who gained a bit of weight with pregnancy. I turned it into a bit of a hobby, and my baby is, getting older, so it's about time I started addressing it. He's now 154 months old, so it's about time. And if I'm perfectly honest, I gained a bit of weight when I was expecting his brother and quite a lot of timber when I was expecting his sister. And I'm a healthcare professional, so if I find it hard to maintain a healthy weight when I can access all of the evidence-based information, then I can see why it's so much more complex for women who are having to trawl through the internet and pick out what's good advice compared to what is just being marketed at them by snake oil salesmen. What I learned from CRE HiPP was useful. Things like clean eating doesn't actually mean only eating biscuits while I'm mopping the kitchen floor. That was helpful. That was a revelation to me, because I was quite confused. I had tried all of the diets, so my information that I was working from, I had lots of it, but most of it was nonsense. For instance, the commercial funded diet programs where you pay money and go along every week for your public humiliation and you hope to be given a little gold star like a child at nursery school. Tried that. Cabbage soup diet, that did actually make me lighter on the scales, but I think it was mostly because I was so full of methane. I was kind of floating rather than actually I'd lost any mass. Intermittent fasting, that was a thoroughly unpleasant experience until I added an E. Once I'd done that and turned it into intermittent feasting, I quite enjoyed that, but it didn't make me any healthier. I found that all of the approaches that I tried assumed that I was eating because I was hungry, and that just wasn't a feature of my behaviour. I was eating because I had feelings. I hadn't eaten because I was hungry since I first went on a diet many years ago, and that's quite common amongst people that have got bigger bodies. The reasons behind it are often complex. It's not just a matter of eat better and move more. It's more complicated. What I needed to do, the CRE HiPP team showed me, I needed to focus on my mental and physical well-being, and with that, move more and eat better, which was, to be honest, a bit annoying because I'd been working on a new therapy that I was designing and I was going to release on the internet and make myself millions. It's called box therapy. What you need to do is you need to get yourself a box of chocolates, a box of wine and a box set on the TV, and you just demolish those over whatever time scale you think is appropriate and see if it cheers you up. Which it doesn't, kind of annoyingly, as they've ruined my opportunity to make myself loads of money. What I've done instead is followed their advice, and I have eaten better and I have moved more, and I am a good example that it is possible to live healthily in a larger body, because now I'm able to run 5k and my blood pressure is normal and I'm sleeping better, which is nothing short of miraculous to me. So I'm going to practice what I preach right now. I'm going to keep following their advice and I'm going to go for a run outside. I call it a run, which is, a bit loose term because my running is not any discernibly faster speed than my walking. The only difference is I go up and down a bit more, but I am doing it, and that's what the important thing is. It doesn't matter how fast I go, I'm still beating everybody that's sitting on the couch trying my box therapy. Don't do that. So congratulations to Helen and the team. I can't wait to find out what you discover and how you're able to disseminate that out so that we can help improve the health and well-being of women. I'm delighted for you. I'm delighted to see your website and your new research centre, and I would like to volunteer myself for your first lot of work that you do. Many congratulations, and thank you for having me speak to you.